It has been estimated that in an average human adult, there are around 30 trillion human cells and 38 trillion bacteria. So technically, there are more bacteria in and on us than our own cells. Your digestive system is home to trillions of microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, and viruses that make your gut microbiome. These microorganisms are not only crucial for digestion and physical health, but they also affect your mental health. To maintain a healthy gut, your body needs to create a balance of good and bad bacteria. When this balance is disturbed, it leads to bad gut health, which can directly affect your mental health, causing stress, depression, and sometimes even serious mental disorders. So, it is important to understand how your gut microbiome and brain communicate with each other and affect each other's function. Also, there are certain foods that are crucial for healthy communication between the gut and the brain. We'll also tell you about them. Now let's understand how the gut is connected to the brain. When it comes to mood swings, depression, or anxiety, many people think that this is due to a chemical imbalance in the brain. But in fact, almost 90% of the body's serotonin, or the feel-happy hormone, and more than 30 types of neurotransmitters come from your gut. Neurotransmitters are basically your body's chemical messengers. They carry messages around the body by traveling from one nerve cell across a space to the next nerve. By helping to make neurotransmitters, our gut bacteria communicate with the brain and can either make us feel happy or stressed. That's one way of communication. The main communication system between the gut and brain is the gut-brain axis. What is the gut-brain axis? Like the central nervous system that includes our brain and spinal cord, our gut has also a nervous system named as enteric nervous system. It is also known as the second brain and consists of millions of neurons that spread throughout the lining of the gut. This complex system of neurons coordinates gut-related activities, such as digestion of food, absorption of nutrients, and the movement of food from one end to the other of the digestive system, including bowel movements. The gut-brain axis is basically the channel that connects the brain with the second brain in the gut. One of the key components of this channel is the vagus nerve. Now, what is the vagus nerve? The vagus nerve is one of the longest nerves in the body that directly links the brain to the gut. It starts with the brainstem, the part that connects the brain to the spinal cord, and extends to the abdomen, linking the organs throughout its path. This nerve provides a two-way channel for transferring messages between the brain and the gut. Other than the vagus nerve, there are other communication routes between the brain and the gut. Let's discuss them in detail. Number 1. Communication through chemicals. As mentioned before, chemicals like serotonin and dopamine form a way of communication within and between our brain and gut. So when your good gut bacteria produce serotonin and dopamine, they're essentially affecting your thoughts, emotions, and mood with the help of these chemicals. Number 2. Communication through hormones. Besides emotion-related hormones, our gut microbiome helps regulate hormone production inside the gut, including leptin, the hunger suppressor, ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and insulin, the blood sugar regulating hormone. These hormones are also crucial for growth, learning, memory, and emotions. Number 3. Communication through metabolites. Your gut microbiome produces certain dietary metabolites that indirectly affect the communication between the gut and the central nervous system. One of these metabolites is postbiotics. The bacteria and other microbes in the gut create a variety of nutrients, such as amino acids, glucose, and fatty acids. These postbiotics are delivered from the gut to the brain through the bloodstream and help improve brain function. Furthermore, short-chain fatty acids, or SCFAs, are the primary metabolites produced when gut microbes break down dietary fiber. The SCFAs are quite well known for their role in strengthening the blood-brain barrier. The blood-brain barrier is one of the most important defense systems of the brain. This barrier protects the brain from harmful substances while ensuring the safe passage of nutrients to the brain. In other words, these compounds or metabolites that gut bacteria produce help improve the way you think, learn, and remember things. Number 4. Communication through the immune system. Your immune system is greatly affected by gut and gut microbes, mainly by producing certain compounds, including SCFAs, that help lower inflammation. Inflammation is the usual part of the process when your body heals itself and your immune system fights the infections. But if for some reason your immune system stays switched on for too long, it can increase inflammation throughout your body, damaging blood vessels, kidneys, heart, and even brain. Moreover, certain bad bacteria produce inflammatory toxins in the gut that can increase inflammation. That kind of gut inflammation gradually deteriorates the gut lining, causing a condition called leaky gut, where more bacteria and toxins can enter the blood. Plus, these toxins and inflammation can also trigger or worsen mental health disorders, such as depression, dementia, and schizophrenia. So how can you prevent all those issues? By simply maintaining a healthy gut environment. Let's talk about how you can maintain an overall healthy gut microbiome. Eating certain foods creates an environment where good gut bacteria flourish. On the other hand, some unhealthy foods can disturb the balance, resulting in the growth of bad gut bacteria. So, which ones to take and which ones to avoid? Let's have a look. Foods to eat for a healthy gut microbiome. At number 1, there are plant-based foods. These include whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and nuts. These foods are rich in fiber, mostly probiotics that act as foods for friendly gut bacteria. Plus, they are rich in several vitamins and antioxidants that help lower inflammation in your gut. These foods may even reduce your risk of developing gut-related cancers, such as stomach cancer, colon cancer, and rectal cancer, and prevent inflammatory disorders like IBS or IBD. Examples of probiotic foods are leafy greens, cabbage, garlic, onion, oats, whole wheat, bananas, apples, flax seeds, and beans. Number 2. Fermented foods. These foods contain live cultures of good bacteria, which are known as probiotics. And many health experts recommend their patients probiotics, especially the ones already taking antibiotics. Fermented foods include yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, and some fermented pickles. However, the jars of pickles you can find at the supermarket are sometimes pickled using vinegar, not fermented. So, making sure you buy fermented foods with the label naturally fermented and those containing live bacteria. Number 3. Omega-3 fats. They don't directly contribute to the population or the health of gut microbiome. However, some studies have shown that omega-3s can indirectly increase good bacteria in the gut and reduce the risk of mental health conditions, including depression, dementia, and Alzheimer's. Omega-3s also fight inflammation, which makes them a great choice for preventing leaky gut. You can get plenty of omega-3s from fish or fish oil supplements, eggs, nuts, and seeds. Number 4. Tryptophan-rich foods. As mentioned earlier, tryptophan is an amino acid that is important for the production of serotonin, a feel-good hormone. Turkey, eggs, and cheese are some of the foods that are high in tryptophan. Such foods can not only help improve mood and overall mental health, but also the communication between the gut microbiome and the brain. Now, let's have a brief look at foods that you need to avoid for a healthy gut. Many processed foods and drinks contain ingredients like added sugars, hydrogenated fats, processed meats, and artificial additives. Common examples of such foods are salty or sugary snacks, burgers and fries, pre-packaged meals, sodas, and instant noodles. Such foods, if eaten too much and are not balanced with antioxidant-rich foods, can destroy friendly gut bacteria. Avoiding unhealthy foods that can damage your gut is as important as eating the good ones.